Netflix debut is merely one of the hors d'oeuvres for full GTA 6 launch. Pre-order numbers are unprecedented and astonishing. Go fuck
but
yourself.
Rory, they're not gonna be able to make enough copies in time, so people are gonna have to wait, right?
Yeah, because their lack of physical copies is going to cause so much issues.
Yeah.
Fuck everything.
Thank God that guy bought 500 digital keys that are totally not going to expire 3 months after the game releases.
Man, I forgot about that.
Where was this? Is China or Japan or something are doing that?
I think so. Oh,
that's crazy.
I actually forgot that happened.
Do you think there's like a little device on the disc version and that just makes the CD just explode if it's not inserted into a console within 3 months?
Oh no, it's fine. GTA 6 isn't having physical at all.
Oh yeah. Unlucky, I guess.
Also, stop giving fucking Ubisoft ideas, dick. So every copy of your game now has a remote-controlled explosive device. And if we say
if we tell you to stop playing it, you don't stop playing it, you're also going to lose your console, not just the disc, and half your house and maybe some limbs.
Yeah.
Depends how frisky we're feeling on the day we're putting the IED together.
Yeah, and don't worry, if you're caught cheating, it's not a problem. We won't blow up the device for that. We'll just expect you to buy. Yeah, we'll just expect you to buy like another 7 versions, and then you'll be safe.
All right, so you're just a nuclear site in your fucking house now.
Yeah, grand old time. So Take-Two CEO Strauss tells GameIndustry.biz that the forthcoming Netflix gameplay premiere of GTA 6, which will air on August 27th...
Why is that a sentence? I don't know.
I really don't know anymore. The fact that you've got to have a subscription to Netflix to be able to even watch this.
Well, actually... No, you still have to pay, don't you? Even though you watch Netflix with ads, you still have to pay, don't you?
Yeah.
It's just a lower charge. That's fucking wild.
So I don't think I'm logged into Netflix on here at the moment, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm not, which is great.
That's actually insane.
If I wanted to, let's just see. Really? Are you going to force me to enter an email? Oh, here we are. Yeah. $5.99 for ads.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Just to
imagine paying for the subscription and still having to watch ads. That's like paying for Twitch Prime and still getting ads.
Just to stress, this is the same price I pay for the best Crunchyroll plan, which allows more people and more devices on it. That's all Crunchyroll restricts in the version difference. They don't add ads on the cheaper version, they just give you more accounts. Whereas
you have to pay more to get even just a second account.
Oh, yeah.
On top of what you already pay on Netflix.
And that's in the same household.
Yeah.
Remember, you can't give these out. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, £6 to watch a trailer for an £80 game. I can't get my head around that concept. It's merely one of the hors d'oeuvres for this game's marketing campaign. No, it's just another way for you to make money because Netflix has paid you for the rights to host that trailer. Guaranteed.
It's a win-win for both, you know?
Oh, yeah.
They get even more money because Netflix want to have their trailer exclusively on their website, and then Netflix are probably going to get money because people are that brainwashed and so badly need to watch the trailer that they'll go and pay for Netflix just to watch the trailer for GTA, but then they'll only pay for the £6 version that we just looked at, so they're going to have to watch 2 minutes of ads before they can watch the trailer itself.
I really wonder how much the search term "how to pirate Netflix shows" is going to shoot up on the internet's on Google's timeline I'm really curious at how that's gonna increase. So all these websites where you can watch films for free and that, they're just gonna shoot up, aren't they? It's gonna be insane.
Oh yeah.
There's appetizers, main course, and dessert to follow. Why are you talking about this in regards to food? Yeah.
There's no answer for that.
No. He says in a call following the release of the company's results for Q1 2027 and subsequent Q&A with analysts. Thank you, Rory. He will not be drawn on the details of the arrangement, and if Netflix had paid for the privilege, saying only that Netflix is a great marketing partner for us and distribution partner. Yes, you've been paid for it. You can try and pussyfoot around that as much as you want. You've been paid for it. We can all see that. The firm having previously released GTA games through the Netflix platform, ludicrous as well, and that the deal is a groundbreaking partnership that Rockstar has arranged. Partnership. You're being paid. End of story. He won't share any of the details of pre-order levels either, following the announcement of an $80 price point for the basic version and $100 for the Ultimate Edition, containing additional digital content, saying only that we are very encouraged by the result that we've seen so far. Still find it absolutely insane that there are certain shops that are only accessible if you have the Ultimate Edition. I don't get it.
Mean, it's just leaning further into the pay-to-play.
It genuinely is. I don't get how they think they can get away with it constantly, other than obviously the stupid amount of sales, I suppose it is. That's about as much as it goes.
Yep.
He described the level of pre-orders as unprecedented and astonishing, but that they are also so unprecedented that we don't know how it'll translate into sales. That sentence was one of the sentences of all time. It made no sense. Jesus
so
fucking Christ.
It's just like a sip.
Yeah.
Or a tense, maybe? I don't know. Whatever it was, it didn't make sense.
No, it was very much a half. Nobody's ever seen anything like this before, at Take-Two or in the industry. One of the reasons we're not changing our guidance is, to be clear, we haven't sold one unit yet. You can cancel a pre-order. We're kind of allergic to victory laps around here, and we certainly don't do the victory lap before the event. Can someone fire this man? Please. I beg of you. Just get rid of him permanently. He said that the firm is not tempering any of its expectations for GTA 6's sales based on the steadily increasing prices for console hardware either. While he was open to the rising costs of hardware is not a good thing, he doesn't see that as headwind, given the wider growth of the hardware install base. The world continues to move to open systems, and that will continue. He said 20 years ago, on a console release that was available on PC at launch, PC would represent 1 to 2% of overall sales. Today, that can be 40 or 50% in a similar situation, and I believe that's going to grow. I'm sorry.
Not when you wait 2 years to release your game on PC.
That's what I was thinking. If that's really the difference now compared to then, why do you make us wait so long? How ludicrous is that?
Are you expecting that many sales on the PC platform? Release your game on PC alongside consoles, not 2 years later.
Exactly. He's bullish on the potential of streaming too, seeing current technological trends leading to a near future in which machines that weren't game machines before will become game machines, meaning that despite console pricing concerns, we see the install base as a practical matter, growing materially. He expects low latency streaming to arrive within 3 years and potentially 10 times the install base. No. I don't see it. Not for a while yet. It needs to improve massively before it's even got a chance, functioning to the same degree. Pressed on this, Zelnick stressed that this is his opinion, rather than the company's. I'm not putting it into our numbers, so I'm not that confident, he says. I was really just sharing my opinion, and it could be entirely wrong, but there are enough companies working on it, on this, who either are already hyperscalers or who have hyperscaler ambitions and capital, that I believe that we will likely get there. Unsurprisingly, he won't make any commitment to which titles the company will publish on these platforms, or when. Our strategy is to release on whatever device can properly represent our properties and which have meaningful install bases, in the form of some time, he says, and that's historically what we've done. You still make us wait. So yeah, overall, he's just rambling and rambling and rambling because they've decided to release their gameplay debut on Netflix for some fucking reason. I still don't get it. Apparently, their Q1 results include net bookings ahead of guidance, a slight increase in revenue, and cancellation of an unannounced new core IP game. Well, it definitely wasn't new core IP if it was cancelled. So, the company also confirmed $43.4 million revenue. Thanks to strong performance of NBA 2K6 and GTA, supported by the Zynga mobile portfolio, with the firm maintaining its previous projection of $8 to $8.2 billion in net bookings for the full year. The company also confirmed a $43.4 million revenue impairment due to the cancellation of an unannounced title in the pipeline from a third-party developer, which contributed to a significant increase in the loss year over year. It was one of 3 core new IPs that the firm had referred to in its financial year 2026 reports. So here we are, the numbers. Net revenue, $1.53 billion, up 2%. Net bookings, $1.39 billion, down 3%. And net losses, $34.1 million, up 186%. I'm sorry, if your net losses are in the millions, but your revenue's in the billions...
Doesn't seem like that big of a problem, does it?
No, not in the fucking slightest does that seem like a problem. Also, GTA 5 has exceeded 230 million units sold.
That's just fucking insane. And then you got to think, like, that's just the base game.
Yeah.
You know, how many bought any
cards?
You got like the different versions that you can buy. They cost more money. Then you've got the amount of in-game purchases.
Oh yeah. It's just ludicrous when you think about it all. It really is. It hurts me to talk about Take-Two because the fucking money that's involved. So yeah, next GTA 6 update is locked behind an $8.99 paywall. Because it's about $6.99 for them, it's $8.99. How fun.
That's wild.
I genuinely don't understand why they're doing this. I really don't. Their explanation is pretty much, we're getting paid, without saying we're getting paid.
whether or not people see the trailer, it's not going to influence them from not getting the game. Like,
Oh
people
no.
are getting the game no matter what because the amount of hype around this game,
Oh,
completely
100%.
unnecessary hype. And all that happens is everyone gets a hell of a lot more money.
Yep. That's all it comes down to.
Netflix get more subscriptions. GTA gets a payout from Netflix. Ads get run on Netflix because people aren't going to pay for the no ads versions, I'm sure, just to
Yep.
watch the GTA trailers. So they're getting even more payouts.
Oh, 100%.
It's all the world revolves around these days, man.
Interactive described the arrangement as a first of its kind partnership in subsequent statements.
Yeah, and now we're going to probably see more.
Yep, unfortunately so. Well, in good news, that's the end of that. We'll move on.